today I want to make a strawberry planter. We're going to be using these 3 8-foot planks that we just have left over from our fence, as well as this piece of cedar that we have left over from the side of our table that we made. So I'm hoping to use this on the side so you can see the really pretty grain on the side of the cedar once I take all this stuff off. But we'll see what it ends up looking like. We're just going to play with it.
So the first thing we did was sand these pieces just because they were really rough. So I wanted to make sure to sand the outside of them so it would have a really nice look on the outside. The inside we didn't worry about because obviously you won't see that. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cut these 3 8-foot planks into, each one of them I'm going to cut into 31 inches. So we're going to have 3 at 31 inches for each one. The next thing I'm going to do is use a speed square to make sure that this line is straight across. What we're going to have is we're going to have 6 pieces like this that are 31 inches. We're going to have 6 pieces like this that are 6 inches, and then we're going to have 3 like this that are 30 inches. And the reason why is because we want this nice overlap on the side. And so this piece actually has to be 1 inch shorter to allow for the 1/2 inch on either side so that you have this really nice overlap like that.
So I ended up deciding not to use this for the sides of the planter just because I wasn't crazy about the color along with the cedar. So I went ahead and just got another 8-foot plank of cedar. I cut it in 2 pieces, so these are both 4-foot sections, and then I cut a 30-degree angle on the bottom of each one of these.
Okay, so the way that I'm going to get the boxes on is I'm just going to use a standard 2x4. I'm going to line it up with my 30-degree angle that I cut. And I'm going to line up the box so that the bottom of the box is lined up with the front piece of this. And then I'm just going to line it up like that, and then I'm going to screw it in from the inside because I don't want any screws from the outside. I want it to be a really clean finish. Okay, so what I did here is I wanted to make sure to put it on level ground so that the back would be level with the front. And I went ahead and put a clamp right here, and now I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece down, and then I'm going to hand saw this piece down as well. Okay, so I went ahead and cut this down, and now I clamped it on, and I'm going to go ahead and put some screws going into this box as well as into this. So I'm going to need some pretty long screws to go all the way through there and into this, and then these are going to go there. So I'm just using these screws because that's literally all I have left. So
okay, so the next thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that this is connected to my drip system. And the reason being is because these are really small boxes. I don't want to have to worry about coming out here and watering this. Now, once you have a drip system, I installed one that goes throughout all of my garden beds. It's really, really easy to connect to it. All I'm going to do is take this 1/4 inch hose. I'm going to connect it to my drip system down here. I'm going to run it underneath these rocks. I'm going to drill a hole in the back of every single one of these boxes and run a 1/4 inch soaker hose throughout the length of the box. Now that will ensure that the boxes stay moist, that the strawberries stay happy, and that I don't have to come out here and water it all the time. Now you can see how this one's already done actually. You're going to poke a hole in there, and you're going to run this piece in there. You're going to run the hose. You're going to run it underneath the rocks all the way around so that it gets to that planter box. Now all I'm going to do is use a few landscape stakes to help keep it down, and then I'm going to go ahead and cover it back up. I'm going to take my 1/4-inch hose and I'm going to push it through the hole, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach this hose through it and then do another hole on the other side and have it come up that way. Okay, so now all that's left to do is put the soil in the planter and plant the strawberries. I got 3 different varieties of strawberries. I got Quinault, Sequoia, and Eversweet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 strawberries in each planter. They recommend for them to be at least 8 inches apart, so I could probably fit 3, but this is all I have right now. So we're just going to go with this. It's going to probably look a little bare for a little while, but hopefully they'll fill in. Watered them because it's really good just to water the plant once you get it into the ground or into a planter. Plus it is really hot today. I'm getting blasted by the sun right now. So anyway, I hope you like this video. Please feel free to subscribe or like below and watch out for my next videos. Thank you so much. Bye.